What's good, YouTube? STORMYBMAN back with another video editorial on the middleweight showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs. First off, I'd like to say shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community, and New Media. Also, Liberated Perspective, third eye view of the world. I've taken a moment to go over this fight with a pre-fight analysis, and right now I'd like to focus in a little more on Danny Jacobs and what may be integral as far as he having an opportunity to win the biggest fight of his life. Danny Jacobs entering this fight with Canelo Alvarez is coming off of a decision loss to Triple G, where some people actually felt he won the fight against Triple G, but he just didn't seem to do enough, actually coming on pretty strong late in the fight, whereas he fought tentatively in the early parts of the fight, and a knockdown didn't do him any justice going on the scorecards for the final bell. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Jacobs has all of the physical attributes, the skills, the power, the size to give Canelo Alvarez maybe on paper the biggest threat he's ever faced. But we have to understand that the Alvarez camp chose Danny Jacobs for a reason. This is where I am thinking for the first time in his career he may be put in a position to really prove his wares, and he could catch Canelo off guard. Danny has good power, he has very good snap on his punches, and he can control the tempo of a fight. He has done it in the past, but has seemingly lacked against certain opposition, like against Selecki and also Deverenchenko. It is here where Canelo may be at a disadvantage, because Danny, being as athletic as he is, could pose the threat of not allowing Canelo to get set and planted for the shots that would be most effective as he tries to make his way in for body shots that could wear a fighter down and to break a fighter down and apply pressure, utilizing a stiff jab, fast combinations, punches with sting and power on them, keeping Canelo at a distance and keeping the fight in the center of the ring, utilizing angles, would be the most effective way that Jacobs could apply his tactics toward winning the fight. This is something that the Alvarez camp is obviously looking at in a manner in which they feel maybe, just maybe, he's incapable of providing this type of opposition. But for a fighter with his back against the wall, this could be the very first time that Jacobs is able to pull off such a coup. If Danny is successful at any of this, Canelo could be in for a rude awakening, and the fight could turn definitely in his favor. Ironically, footwork is the area where Canelo is weak. He doesn't seem to keep up with the athletic fighters, but he has great timing, so minimizing your own personal mistakes is very key. Danny has to remain mentally sharp, actually very efficient with his shots, his placement of shots, and do his best to keep Canelo at the end of his punches where he has full extension. By utilizing tactics such as this, what he will do is Danny will put mental pressure on Canelo for a change, who will find himself taking risks in between these opportunities, and that's where he has to be primed to capitalize on Alvarez's risk-taking. He won't start that way, but he could put him in that position. Alvarez has always operated under this type of game plan trap a fighter into doing what he wants. But if Danny is successful at jumping the gun and imposing what his particular tactics are for the fight, this is where he can make hay. This is where he can have an advantage. His athleticism and physicality must be put into place here for him to have a chance at victory. With Danny being able to pile up points this way, Canelo will have to advance and come out of what he wants to do, giving Danny his best shot. He has to be mentally strong in this and stay fast to his guns in implementing this type of game plan. Can he do it? It remains to be seen. Some have questioned his boxing IQ when it comes to being disciplined and being sharp mentally in matches where he's being challenged. These are my keys to a victory for Danny. Let me know what you think. This is STORMYBMAN. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. For more information, more boxing